Did you know that at least 75% of bitches suffer from some kind of hearing loss? This alarming statistic means that more likely than not, talking isn't the most effective way to communicate with a bitch. That's when you have to hit her.
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Knize.
Motherfucker, I won best costume!
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm, except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, January 30th, 2018. This is episode number 411 of the PanelsOnPages.com podcast. I'm your host of Lord Reference, Lee Rodriguez. Joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Knize.
Why isn't there a gain flings challenge?
Kelly Harris.
I'll fight a TV.
And don't call it a comeback. You've been here all along. It's Jose Guzman. What's up, sir?
No jokes, only punchlines.
Okay. I just realized, as I went to put on the Twitter machine that we were starting the live, that apparently the State of the Union address is happening right now, and I'll bet that's just a fucking drag.
The State of the Union fucking sucks.
It's very good. It's the best union. We have all the best unions. You've never seen a better union like this, although I think unions are very bad for business. But this union is just very, very good. It's the strongest union. But we should really get rid of the unions. So this is just
I have the biggest union.
a raging union. Hardcore union.
His union's all right. How's everyone else's union doing?
Mine's doing pretty good.
I think he's gonna make it out of this all right.
Yeah, it's all temporary. You know what I mean? It's all gonna be okay. Like, it's gonna be all right. But you know, just the whole thing. I just be mindful of other people once in a while. That's the thing.
Yep.
So it's gonna be okay.
And be ready for the day the robots say we are the problem with the world.
Oh, God. Did you guys see that new robot?
Oh, that thing's horrifying.
The
No.
one that can do backflips and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Backflips and, like, it could punch.
We can teach a robot to parkour.
Yeah, it was very much a parkour robot. Parkour bot.
Yeah. No, there's nothing about that isn't just
RoboCore.
really, really upsetting. I like it.
But
I
good
like
job. Good job, robot manufacturers. We're getting there. Sooner or later, Skynet is going to fuck us right in the ass.
It's like, what's the Jurassic Park line? Like, they were so caught up with the fact that they could do it that they stopped wondering whether or not they should.
That's right.
It's a fucking horrible idea.
Clever
Fucking
girl.
dummies. These goddamn dummies. So yeah, what the fuck's going on in the world, man? Let's see what's happening. I had to go to fucking traffic school Wednesday. That was
Oh, that's fun.
it was a blast.
Was it comedy traffic school?
Oh God, I wish.
Did I ever tell you guys about that? About comedy traffic school?
I don't think you did.
And I told Mary about it way back when. She's like, what is comedy traffic school? And when you get a ticket, or at least way back in the day when I got a ticket, you get a bunch of postcards in the mail from driving schools, traffic schools. And one of them in particular was like a comedy improv traffic school. And I was like,
trying to get your business. Like, yeah, you gotta go to traffic school. May as well go to ours.
Exactly. 100%. Because your name,
that's weird.
It's all public record. So then you immediately start getting people trying to hit you up. And the one that I went to was like a jokey hack stand-up comedian doing a traffic school. It's like, if you're gonna do a traffic school, why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? So, how was it?
I support that. Why not? Fuck it. Make it down with that.
You're only stuck there anyways. I mean, if the same amount of points goes off your record.
Right.
Yeah, this wasn't that, but the guy that did it wasn't too bad. He was pretty cool. He was, at least cool enough to, at the very beginning, be like, hey, look, I know nobody's like to be here, but let's just not be dicks to one another. Like, all right.
Let's just get through this.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
My guy tossed out Tootsie Rolls to the class.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I ain't no goddamn Tootsie Rolls.
And then made balloon animals. With that slider whistle. And that's called a 3-point turn. Boo!
Jesus Christ. So yeah, that was that. But it wasn't like fun, but it wasn't terrible. It could have been a lot worse. We actually got out a little bit early, which is kind of nice.
Did you learn something?
No.
You don't like school again?
No, sure didn't.
You gotta remember school. Suckers.
I remember school a lot after this fucking class. Like, oh yeah, this was terrible. Like, I did not care for it.
Did you go around the room and
it was
discuss?
It's also fucking different, man. I haven't had a ticket like that in a long time, but it was a speeding ticket, and the ticket was for $250 goddamn dollars, which just seems like a lot.
Where are you speeding?
Just the fucking road.
School zone.
Well, I get on the road, but what specifically made this road a $250 road?
Dude, I have no idea.
Well, what was the ticket for? What was the speed limit?
I mean, it's a county road, which is the thing here, I guess. Like, the county tickets are always more expensive. But fuck, man. And even then, like, I had to take the course, but like, you had to pay for the class. Like, it's not like, I feel like when I was a kid, I got a ticket and it was like, yeah, don't fucking worry about it. You can go and just go and do it.
Nope.
And that's it. Mm-mm. That is not so much the case.
How are you going to pay for balloon animals with a free class? Come on.
Yeah. Oh, I get it now. Believe me. I see the folly of my fucking way. But
yeah, you done fucked up when you said the word free and ticket in the same words. Same sentence.
Oh, man, don't I fucking know it, man. Because, like, one of the dudes who was in the class with me, I guess, got popped twice. So he had 2 tickets. And they charged him twice the amount for the class.
Oh, jeez.
Like, wait. So you're really not paying to take the class. You're just paying a slightly lesser ticket. So let's just fucking be fair.
At that point, yeah.
That's bullshit. Yeah, the class was like $150 as opposed to $2. And like, I don't often feel regret, but I'm like, oh man, this must be what repentance feels like. Because I feel real sad about what's happening right now. It was not great. But again, it could have been a whole hell of a lot worse. It's over and done with. Whatever. It's fine. But man, not a fan.
Did they go around the room at any point and everybody told the story of why they're in traffic school?
You know what? They did. They did not. None of that.
They should have.
Like real hokey shit, which I was really glad about because I don't want to have a fucking drum circle about speeding tickets.
That was one of the parts that I found most interesting about my traffic school was learning why everyone else was there. And, my ticket was like for going 45 and a 30. And there were motherfuckers there that were going like 150 and a 65.
Oh, God.
I don't belong here. These are hard speeding criminals. I don't belong here.
Exactly.
Jesus.
These people are monsters.
That guy was about 2 miles an hour away from taking flight, for fuck's sake.
You're going to eat that pudding?
That's awful.
Give me your Tootsie Roll, bitch.
No, the only time they did something like that was he did ask. He's like, "Yeah." He said, "How many of you have been here before?" And like 12 people were like, "Yeah, I've done this once already." And I'm like, "Oh, that was a bummer."
Long time speeder, first time listener, caller.
So, I mean, like I said, it wasn't fucking fun, but it was not as awful as it could have been. It was all right.
You know, it's pretty boss. Online traffic school.
See, I feel like I found out about that exactly 15 minutes too late to fucking do it.
Yeah, the clown just records the shit. You sit and watch it.
Well, no, because you have to do a certain number of hours. So it's like 4 hours, I feel like, right? Was that yours?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the online traffic school it'll have a section that you have to read, and you have to stay on that section for a certain amount of time. Like there's a fucking timer there, and then you have to
like just like not a, like just like a fast reader.
You gotta hang with.
That's
it.
what got you in this trouble.
You know what? You may be right.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Listen,
Lee.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Hey! No need to get racist.
That's true. I forgot. That's not all right. I'm sorry, Lee. I made it a racially charged comment,
But
and
then
I did not mean it.
You read the section, then you answered a few questions, but you couldn't advance further until the time had elapsed. So if you want, you could fucking read through the shit real quick, answer the questions, and then go fuck off and do something else for half an hour until it's time for the next section.
Huh.
It's like online college, essentially.
Yeah.
Or FMU.
Right, exactly.
Online college.
Do it at your own speed, but just take as long as you have to.
Just quit speeding, goddammit.
It's you! You better stop.
Ooh, I don't
Goddamn.
You don't
Jose.
speed?
What's your compassion for your fellow fucking man, dog?
I'm just saying, slow down. Stop and enjoy the roses.
This man right here.
Sniff them.
He hates traffic.
Sniff 'em so hard.
He hates sitting in traffic. So if he has to get from point A to point B, he will take the most ass backwards shortcut back way to avoid that traffic, like through a business park or something like that. But between each stop sign, he's going 65.
That's false.
That is 100% true.
I don't know, Jose. That sounds like you.
That's false. False
fuck you.
information.
That's where it checks out real hard. That's where it totally checks out.
Because he's got to get to this one specific Wendy's. His favorite Wendy's.
No, see, I'm not speeding. I'm just not waiting for food. There's a difference. I don't floor it. I just don't sit behind perky ass bitches. It's time to get where we're getting.
I'm gonna sure to say that next time I get pulled over. Like I was just not trying to wait behind a yes, bitch.
We were going to see War for the Planet of the Apes this past summer. And I hop in the back of Jose's car, and the lady's sitting up front. And he's got to get to his special Wendy's before we go to the movies. And he's going back through this business park. And I'm not wearing a seatbelt.
Wendy's special.
Thank you, Kelly.
Because the other Wendy's around the area sucks.
And why are you going to a Wendy's before the movies?
Fucking starving.
But you're going to the movies.
Yeah, but I'm not going to spend $40 for popcorn and candy. I want a hamburger.
He's got a point there.
Last time I checked, movie theaters don't sell a fucking
Junior Bacon Cheeseburger.
Big Dave Juicy. A big Juicy Dave.
Yeah, but I guess.
I wanted food. I didn't want a tub of popcorn. I wanted food.
I get you. I feel it. I feel you.
So the point of the story is I'm sitting in the back seat, no seatbelt on or anything. He's got those leather seats in the back. And we might have done some illicit things before heading out for the movie. And he is driving through
You guys stole a car?
Yes. He is driving through this business park like a bat out of hell. He's obeying all the traffic signs, but from sign to sign, it is nuts. And he's taking turns, and I am sliding all over the back seat of his
Straight up
car.
fast and or furious.
False. Fake news.
It was pretty intense.
God damn. So yeah, don't speed, kids. Don't be like Jose, and don't be like me. So yeah. What else? Over the weekend, helped Zoe work on one of those crazy ass Knize roller coasters.
Do they still make those?
She got that for Christmas, like 2016. So we finally, and she's working on that some while Nicole and I built like some of our big Legos, and she always made really, really slow progress, like annoyingly slow progress. I'm like, if you just don't want to fucking do this, then don't do it. She's like, no, it's fine. It's just hard. I'm like, fuck you. And then finally, you know, working out this weekend, dude, it's hard. Like those things are hard to do.
Are kind of.
They are not fun, and they're not as cool as Legos. They just aren't. So, would not recommend them. They're fucking difficult.
Yeah, Knize really aren't fun.
No, like I feel like it's gonna be really satisfying watching that fucking roller coaster thing rocking around it. Like that's gonna be cool. But until we get there, it's gonna be slow going.
Yeah, at Playfair, we got some footage of the Knize roller coaster. The guy working the booth actually opened up this big plastic case for Jose so he could get balls deep in there. Got some cool shots.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
But it's pretty intense. The building. They had this big Ferris wheel. It was probably, 5 foot tall?
Jesus.
And it was motorized, and it was going. And going through some of the footage from Playfair, there's this one shot. Jose's shooting the Ferris wheel, and there's this little girl. I think she was in like a Ninja Turtle costume, and she's eating an ice cream, and then she's just pulling on the Ferris wheel with one hand, not even looking at it, just trying to spin it.
Yeah, and the whole time I'm like, this whole thing's gonna collapse. This whole thing is gonna collapse.
Just yank.
At that point, it stopped being footage and became evidence.
I will say that it is pretty sturdy because like the fucking cat keeps trying to knock it over, but
oh yeah, that screams "fuck my shit up" to a cat.
It's not like super hard to put back together, but it's the instructions that make it difficult because they only like highlight the pieces you're supposed to be working with, but like it shows you the whole model. So it shows you the whole model in like muted colors of what it is. So you're like, oh shit, okay, what the fuck is this? Is this the gray part? Oh no, this is an orange piece. It just looks white because they've, god damn it. Like it's really difficult to do it. I told Zoe, I think I owe you an apology. This is actually kind of a pain in the ass. She's like, yeah, it is. I'm like, yeah, but that thing's gonna fly really fast. Because we did put batteries in the motor and just like shot the fucking train car through it. It's gonna be real fast, you guys. It's gonna be cool when it's done. Not long after that, we fucked around and we're trying to paint our like Lego room office area, dining room area, and so we had to move the big ass shelf out of the way, all the big Lego shelf out, and so we're sliding it across the floor, and neither myself nor my lovely wife, both very smart people, the two of us, thought to make note of the 4,000 piece tower drawbridge set on top of the shelf. So when we went to push the shelf through a door, the tower she went a falling.
Oh no!
And
your Lundy Bridge went down.
My fair lady,
down big time. And you want to talk about blood running cold? I look across and her eyes are just like saucer. She's like, "You gotta come get it! You gotta come get it!" And we were able to recover pretty well. So it could have been a whole hell of a lot worse. We ended up having to rebuild like part of the top little steeple thing. Like, I mean, it wasn't great, but it was not the disaster it could have been.
Your poor little Lego community had their own like 2012 event. Where shit's
it was fucking,
the tectonic plates are shifting.
Yeah, it was gnarly. I felt pretty bad. But they're a very strong community. They pulled through. They're very very powerful. It's gonna be everyone's gonna be okay.
Stuck together, huh?
No, we rebuild. literally. So yeah, it's fine. But yeah, it's all right. What else we got? What else? I think I may have said yesterday or last week either while Kelly and I were talking about Zelda. I think I may have said something to the effect of I don't really fuck with side quests.
That's all you've been doing, isn't it?
Been fucking with side quests for a week.
Yep, that's what happens.
But I really wanted to get that goddamn Thunder helmet, and I did, and it's super helpful.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it. It's okay, because now no lightning can hurt me, and I feel like a god. I'm A-okay with that. Great game, but I am no closer to beating it than I was a week ago.
Nope. That's how I ended up putting like 50 hours into it and only doing like one thing in the story.
Yeah, not at all.
I now have all 4 of the great beasts completed.
Oh, nice. I think I'm about to start fucking with some DLC in a minute though, because there's
I can't decide if I want to do that now or like until or after I beat Ganon.
Well, I think one of them is like there's like a quest and like a dungeon and shit that is kind of meant to take place after you beat the beast.
Okay.
I think it's kind of when it's meant to happen in the story or whatever. And that's the one where it gives you a goddamn motorcycle when you're done.
Yeah, that's cool.
That sounds cool.
Zelda with a motorcycle.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it looks like a horse.
It looks rad as hell.
Yeah, it's like a robot horse.
All
That
right.
sounds cool.
So Zelda's in the. What era is this Zelda? Is it still like all oldie?
it's like-
shit?
Zelda era.
Okay.
You know Zelda isn't based on real events, right?
Just like Game of Thrones is historically accurate.
Where in the Bible does the book of
The part where all that good shit happened.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
And if you play Mario Kart, Link actually has a motorcycle that you can choose.
Oh yeah, he sure the hell can.
Oh, really? That's cool.
That's right.
Yeah, it's got the little the shield on the side of it.
Fucking Mario Kart, man. We gotta get on that collectively as a group. It'd be fun.
I was about to say I've been whipping my wife's ass at Mario Kart, but it's pretty even. We go back and forth. But Waluigi's unfuckwittable.
Yeah, my wife is notoriously bad at video games, but she's like a fucking Mario Kart savant. It's weird. Like, it's strange how damn good she is at Mario Kart.
It's elegant in
Unsettling.
its simplicity.
Yeah. Then, last thing I want to talk about, just because I could not goddamn believe it, is I wanted to make a little scratch. I was fucking around on eBay. I'm like, oh man, there's some old Megazords, and they're kind of like the last Megazords that I want, and I can get them both for pretty cheap. But I just bought some shit, and I want to stay married. So if I want to get these, better sell some shit. So I put on eBay, you guys, some Revenge of the Fallen figures.
Oh.
I sold the Human Alliance Skids and Mudflap figures, maybe the racist stereotype characters, for $140.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Got him.
I could not goddamn believe it. I'm like, do these people not know that one, these are terrible characters, but two, these are not fun toys? I have no problem getting rid of them because they're fucking terrible toys, but I will take your money, weirdos.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of Proud Boys in Make America Great Again hats, just searching online for Skids and Mudflap Transformers because they're like the peak racist robot action figures.
Bro, I need these racist robots.
These robots are so lit.
Gonna buy it from some cuck.
What's going on, Knize?
What is going on?
I can't go faster than that. Like, that's it. Like, I'm done after I'm finished.
So most of the past week has been me fielding @mentions and tags on Facebook from people who desperately want me to see this Dungeons, Diners, Dragons, Drive-ins, and Dives image of Guy Fieri as a sunglass dragon.
Oh shit! I don't want to cut you off before you get started, but I saw something that made me think of you. We ended up somehow watching an episode of Skin Wars on Netflix.
The fuck is that?
It is a body painting reality show.
That's still on. That came out of Face Off, because what they kept happening
but it's
was
like
a lot of body
The
painters
movie
were
Face
competing,
Off?
but they weren't. No, the TV show where me and this guy over here shot somebody's no names audition tape for the show.
It was prosthetic makeup, like movie makeup competition reality show.
And like the judges are reality or like industry makeup professionals that have been doing this for a while and shit like that. They're the judges. But
So
body painters kept competing and losing, but they were good. So actually one of the body painters that started the first season went to high school with us, and he was on Face Off.
That's right.
oh, all right. Yeah, I just watched it because like the little kind of promo video on YouTube was like, oh, that looks really cool, and body painting is fucking neat. I'm like, all right, let's see what happens. But it's just, the same shittily edited fucking bullshit. Like this, I hate reality TV so much. But one of the guys in the show is called Dutch. I told Nicole, I go, this guy is like the Guy Fieri of Guy Fieri. Knize would love him. So do us a little favor and do a Google image search for Skin Wars Dutch. And tell me I'm fucking wrong.
Skin Wars Dutch. I'm sure this... I should put SafeSearch on, just in case.
Yeah, you might want.
Skin Wars Dutch. Oh, so he's got flame hair instead of
like
just wearing.
He's like Super Saiyan Guy Fieri.
No, I see it.
Yeah, it's intense, but
Yeah.
fine concept. But man, fuck every bit of the way those shows are edited. It's the worst.
Yeah, but you have to
fucking
give.
worst.
It's the worst, but you have to give them credit for their craft because they're
Yeah, that's the
turning.
thing. Like I wanted to watch it for the craft, and turns out it's just.
I'm talking about the editing. Like they're turning.
Oh,
this,
fuck that editing.
They're turning this nothing story into something with a plot.
35 minutes in, we got somebody was doing something they were frazzled, so of course you got the dum dum dum.
Oh yeah.
Dum, dum. I'm like no, we don't have to fucking do that. Come on.
But wait, how will I know that they're confused?
Oh, it sucked. So anyway, the Dungeons, Dragons, Divers, Dinguses, and Dildos. What's happening?
Yeah, everyone who has ever heard me talk about Guy Fieri thought that I needed to see that. So thank you.
For those who don't know, Guy Fieri is an Oprah.
Thank you, Internet. Thank you, everyone who thought of me. I do like things other than Guy Fieri if you want to tag me in anything else ever again.
But not many, so keep going.
Do you want me to tag you in a bunch of Connect 4 memes? I can do that.
Oh, I've been seeing your Connect 4 memes. You don't need to tag me. I've been seeing them and enjoying them. Oh, that meme got hot real quick.
Yeah, it did.
Some of them are pretty
where
great.
It came from or why it happened, but I support it.
It's so stupid.
It's the dumbest.
One of my favorites is the one where the girls are the board is gone and she's just stretching her arm across the table and punching the kid in the face.
That was a good one.
Ow, you took my eye.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it was delightful.
It's the hot
The
meme
dumbest
this week.
are the better they are.
Yeah. I like the one where the one kid was just broken up into a million pieces like he was dissolving into nothingness.
And I think it just said, "Oh fuck."
So last week we talked about the Festival of the Arts at Epcot that Mary and I checked out.
Yes.
So we went back to Epcot this week, And there were two pieces that we had seen previously that we wanted to check out. She had found this Stitch artwork that looked very like It's a Small World style. It's Stitch on like a hammock in a jungle, and it's very cute. She loves Stitch. She loves Small World, so it really appealed to her. So
was this like this regular like Disney prints, or is it like artists who come to sell their wares?
This is both. It's like these little tents, and sometimes the artists are actually there selling, but sometimes it's just Disney licensed prints. But it's like the one I got is James Silvani, and he used to do the Darkwing Duck comic.
Yeah.
So we picked up the Stitch for her, and then I had my eye on this Rancor. Super cool photorealistic Rancor. So we went over to where we had seen it previously and we're looking for it. We asked someone if because they have everything on canvas, like stretched canvas, but then they also have prints that you can buy. So we asked if they had the Rancor print. I'm like, oh yeah, it's right here. And pull it out and look at it, flip it over, fucking like $160.
Print?
Yeah, for a print. But there was another Rancor that was like orange and bluish, a little more comic styled, and that was the James Silvani one that was $50. So we ended up picking that up. We had a couple other things from Christmas that we needed to frame, so we made a trip out on Saturday to get some frames and pick up some other shit. So Saturday started with us going to the outlet malls to check out the Disney outlet at bright and early, 10 o'clock in the morning when they open, which was nuts. We got there probably 10:10 and the place is already packed. I don't even want to deal with it. And nobody spoke English in the entire outlet store, except for the cast members. So Mary bought a couple of things and we got out of there. And then we headed our ass to IKEA. Hadn't been to IKEA in a while and walked around. Got some cool floating shelves for $15 a pop. Real nice. Real nice. They're called lac. I
got some lacs up on the wall right here. Yeah.
And picked up, like, it had been a while since we had been to IKEA, so there was a lot of cool, really cheap stuff that we just kind of grabbed along the way. And then from IKEA, we went to Super Target, and I tweeted,
Jesus Christ.
Spent the morning at the outlets, IKEA, and Super Target, otherwise known as the Three Deaths. Los Tres Muertes. But it was actually pretty cool. We didn't try and murder each other. Yeah. And we got a lot of cool stuff. And then later on that night, we went to Michael's. It was such a domestic...
I was just about to say, that is A+ domestication right there.
Just married couple Saturday, like top-notch. And their frame selection, they had a bunch of buy one, get one 50% off, and a bunch that were 55% off. And we found a bunch that fit some of the artwork that we needed. Just stocked up. We bought probably like 15 frames for under $100.
Damn.
So just been framing stuff and hanging stuff and putting up lac shelves and trying to get this place looking like we plan to live here for another year, because we just signed another year lease. We hadn't really put anything on the walls in the past year, so trying to make this place seem like it's lived in by human beings.
We finally did that last year too. We lived in this house for 7 years.
But I'm really excited to put some more stuff up on the walls and take some pictures and show you guys, because I just had this flat box of prints and posters that have just been sitting there for that I've been accumulating for the past 10 years that I've never put in frames. Like all the PoP prints and shit that I've gotten from Comic-Cons. So stoked for that.
Hell yeah.
Public service announcement for those who love the movie Hot Rod, and for those who have never seen it. It is on Hulu. Run right out and watch it right now, because it's great and I love it.
Like that, huh?
Oh yeah, Have you guys seen Hot Rod?
I have not.
Is that the one with Andy Samberg?
Yes.
I've never seen it. I've seen chunks of it.
It is great.
I've become an Andy Samberg fan recently, so I feel like I would probably go back and check it out.
This was his first movie out of SNL, and it's goofball and stupid, and the plot is Andy Samberg, Rod, wants the approval of his stepdad, Ian McShane, and wants him to consider him a man. So they're always fighting, physically beating each other up. And Rod's always getting his ass beat. And he says, one of these days I'm going to beat your ass, old man, and then you'll finally respect me. And then his stepdad gets sick, so he's a stunt man. He's a wannabe Evel Knievel. So the plot of the movie is he's got to do a bunch of stunts, and one big stunt to raise money for stepdad's surgery or whatever it is. He needs a new heart or some shit. What's his name? Kenny Powers is in it. The whole Lonely Island's in it. Bill Hader, nice. Isla Fisher, Will Arnett. Super underrated.
The Pop Star movie. I watched that a few months ago, and it's pretty funny.
Oh, I need to see that still.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
And then lastly, it was a weekend of enjoyable, not disappointing WWE wrestling.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've ever in the past, I don't know how long, said, oh man, I kind of wish I'd watched that WWE thing, but I wish I would have watched the Rumble.
The best thing I did was lower my expectations so low.
That's what you gotta do.
Because they fuck us every time. But this time, they actually came through at NXT TakeOver, at Royal Rumble. And I didn't know how to feel. It was such an alien concept. Yeah, they put the men's Rumble on third in the show. And we're like, what? What the fuck is this? And I'm thinking, oh, okay. They're going to let Roman Reigns win the Rumble. So they put it on third so that they don't have to end the show with us having a bad taste in our mouth.
Oh, God, was it last year or the year before when Roman won and they brought out The Rock to hold up his hands and the crowd booed him out of the goddamn building?
2015.
Oh, that was so good.
Yep. They're booing Roman Reigns as The Rock is holding up his hand. The Rock's like, what is this
Because last year was Randy Orton and no one remembers that.
Right. And then the year before that was Triple H. Yeah, it was...
Yeah, these young up-and-comers.
Shinsuke Nakamura won the men's Rumble, and Asuka won the women's Rumble. Two Japanese with the weird USK sounds. And I was thinking back, and as far as the men's Rumble goes, Shinsuke is the first star that they're trying to elevate with the Rumble since Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah.
And that was 7 years ago.
Damn. Long old time.
7 years and how many WWE female superstars later?
Because between Del Rio and now, it's been Sheamus, who was already WWE champion by the time he won the Royal Rumble. Cena, no comment. Roman Reigns, no comment. Who might not have been champion by the time he won. I'm not sure. But still, he was already a quote-unquote made man. Then Triple H. Randy Orton. Batista.
Oh, that's right. Blue Tooth.
Oh, God. That one made me so mad.
Such a weird thing.
And now we're on the road to WrestleMania, you guys.
Yeah, we are.
Which means something a lot better than that for us. Fuck WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Got them spring break tickets.
Yeah, we do.
Jose,
Oh man, I just last night I just sent you guys a frantic message. Just, oh, are we cool with general admission? And I just see one thumbs up. I'm like, all right, that's enough. Because they announced the main event of Spring Break: Joey Janela versus Japanese legend, the great Sasuke.
Which I think one of the very first like Japan shit shows we did. Kelly had us watch one of those crazy ass. What do they call it?
The Great Space War.
The Great Space War, yeah. And Sasuke was in that, of course. And like at some point, at the end of the match, he just like doused himself and Noah could play like a piano concert for everyone, but not before getting his old ass thrown through so many things whilst in a big ass barrel.
I hope he brings the barrel with him.
I mean, I feel like it'd be silly if he didn't.
Or at least find him a barrel.
Yeah.
There's got to be a barrel somewhere in Louisiana.
Like I said, they'll get put in a fucking voodoo drum.
Yeah.
I got a hobo.
Sweet.
you gonna bring a hobo barrel with you to New Orleans?
Fuck it.
I think New Orleans can supply their own hobo barrels. I mean, come on.
Yeah, probably.
Katrina
they're in
happened
use.
there.
That's true. Jose's not using his hobo barrel.
Well, not so true.
Yeah, anything else nice?
Nah, that's about it for me.
Right on. What you got going on, Jose? What the fuck you got last week?
Good old Long Beach. Strolling down the streets of the LBC, eating pulled pork Bloody Marys.
Yeah. Talk about that, because you saw some pictures, sent some pictures, and I couldn't fucking believe it.
It was a Bloody Mary, a pretty good Bloody Mary, solid Bloody Mary without the fixes. But it was pretty much the first time I ordered a drink as an appetizer. It had the celery. It had the long piece of sweet ass bacon. It had olives that were stuffed with pieces of Slim Jim. It had the pickle. And that's how you could have got it. Well, minus the Slim Jim. Like, that's the regular. And then the next step up is the Slim Jim and the olive oil with a pulled pork slider that comes served on top of the drink, just like there. So if pieces of pork falls in the drink like that, it's supposed to.
It's like them damn milkshakes that have pieces of cake on top of them.
And that was fucking delicious. The other option is you could have got one that came with a rib.
Like one singular rib.
How much for one rib?
Classic.
I'm gonna guess the rib is $7.
What was the price? That decently bad priced margarita. That place is called the Attic, and it's a house that a guy turned into a restaurant. So we were actually eating in the garage. That's kind of, everything's been opened up to that shit, but it's just a house that was turned into a restaurant. It's kind of cool.
That's kind of a cool gimmick.
And they're what they're known for is their hot mac and cheese topped with spicy hot
Cheetos.
What's Cheetos? Yes.
It's like
No, seriously.
Eat the slider? Does it get all wet on the bottom, or what the fuck?
You eat it. You just go.
Yeah, but it was kind of like sitting on top of the glass. So
That's how it comes.
Yeah, it wasn't really in the Bloody
It's
Mary.
not like smothered in it. It's like the topping.
Put him on the glass.
But it was fucking. I'd do it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a bold proclamation. Flamin' hot Cheetos are gross.
If you eat an entire bag of them and don't pay attention, your shit will turn red and you think you're dying.
100%.
Heard that from a friend once.
I can't do Flamin' Hot Cheetos anymore. I used to back in my younger days. But I just want to say, white people need to chill out about Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Fuck yeah, they do.
Fucking white people and millennials with their flaming hot Cheetos. You need to chill out.
Felt like a
Flaming?
little piece of shit, but I did purchase some Burger King mac and Cheetos.
Oh,
cheat
Return
day.
of the Mac and Cheetos.
I think at Burger King, you see they're doing fucking Fruit Loop milkshakes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got one of those.
Crunch one.
Those aren't that bad.
It's weird because the cereal gets soggy after a while by the time you get down to the
Oh
bottom.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's all crunched up, but it starts to get soggy and not great.
Yeah, it's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
The Cinnamon Toast Crunch one sounds great, but I think I want to make my own. I don't know if Burger King.
You don't
Live up to
trust
my
Burger King.
You know what is good though? Taco Bell's fries.
Oh, I want to get some of them.
Those are fucking delicious. They're nice medium cut fries. They got a little bit of the taco seasoning on them. For $1, they're pretty good.
It's so funny watching Raw. They keep showing promos for this Biggie Tupac show, which is kind of like an American crime story. Who killed Biggie and Tupac? Biggie and Tupac. It's a dramatized show with Josh Duhamel is in it, the dude from Transformers.
He plays Tupac.
But then they also
And
have
Biggie.
the Taco Bell nacho fries commercial starring Josh Duhamel, which is like the same tone as the Biggie and Tupac commercial.
That's
Yeah, that commercial's very strange.
So it's like, wait, is the Biggie and Tupac show promoting nacho fries?
is it a promotional tie-in? Like, is there gonna be a fake Biggie on the box? Like,
I bet Biggie would be down with some nacho fries. Baby,
you were
baby.
not the first person to talk about these nacho fries. It made me think. Saturday, bitch. Saturday.
Yeah, they're delicious. They're worth a cheat day meal.
Get
Oh,
that
that's
$5 box, yo. You get a Doritos Locos taco and I think a chalupa and a drink, some nacho
I'm
fries.
I'm mad at it all. Anything else, Jose?
Did not witness anybody jerking off in the crowd,
That's
Hey!
cool.
but have you picture a convention center, fairly
Been there.
fairly decent size,
All right, been there.
full of scales from 3 to 11 and a half, and gay guys just chowing down on cotton candy the whole day,
Scales?
like hot in the scale.
Oh.
3 to 11.5.
and gay dudes chowing down on cotton candy.
Some booth was giving out cotton candy, so everywhere you turned, there was semi-sexual and semi-like you got to turn away quick. Just
Sounds like a good day.
slopping up cotton candy. Some guys taking all of it. It was very
Erotic.
odd. At sometimes, but sometimes not so much. Recommend, but kind of don't recommend. I don't know. It depends on how
Conflicted about the whole thing.
weird you want to get.
I don't know. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, them weird as I can get sometimes.
Well, 100% less jerking off.
Man, the people.
Well,
Yeah, I
as
know.
far as
Yeah,
you
that
know.
you know of.
Yeah.
That I know. At the booth I was stationed. I'll put
You
it
don't
that
know
way.
what was in that cotton candy.
Not on my
Good
watch.
Candy.
Not on my watch did any jerking happen. That I
You
noticed.
just gotta do it sometimes.
But I was kind of occupied with cotton candy, so I may have missed a couple jerks or two.
See, that's the thing. They bring in the cotton candy to distract you.
To hide all the people jerking it.
Yeah.
Here, just put this cotton candy in front of it.
Ooh, cotton candy.
What if
That's how
there
to
was a
get you.
dude there whose kink was gay dudes eating cotton candy? So he was just like, kid in a candy store, no pun intended.
Arrest me now, because I'm about to break the law.
So much drama in the LBC. I'm just out here trying to eat some cotton candy.
So
Nicely done.
on the recreational front, do you know they deliver?
Yeah, Mr. Nice Guy. I saw that in a movie once.
Want to talk to Samson?
Samson will come to your house.
I don't know what any of these words.
Tell me about this. Tell me about this baseball card thing. Explain this a little bit more.
Well, this was this was the last trip, because the last trip they weren't rec. So this trip was the same people, but that's not. They don't have to do that anymore. Now everyone's tagline is "We legal now." Let's do it. But it was that you want a $50 baseball card? Yeah, I'll take a $50 baseball card. Cool. All right. Well, with that comes with this.
Here's some free weed.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did that with our PoP DVD. We're like, hey, you want to buy this T-shirt? Here's a free DVD.
Oh, yeah. Right. We sure did.
Got him.
No, we're not selling a DVD with a lot of copyrighted music on it. Not at all.
Speaking of, the first part of that Chris Hemsworth Q&A from C2E2, they ripped the audio off of that. But the audio's fine on the second version, which both use the same Led Zeppelin song. So, good job, YouTube. Great job.
I'm keeping the world safe.
Keeping it safe.
They're the real heroes.
So I'm in California. I was close, did not see them, but I guess when they legalized the offshore drilling, one of the stipulations was it couldn't look like offshore drilling. So Disney made them look like islands. I was close to them, but I didn't get to see them.
Disney's doing offshore drilling now? And
No, Disney's not doing offshore drilling. Well, it makes me think how back end are they? But they are the ones that came up with the design to make the rigs look like islands.
I see.
They were in charge of the prop decoration.
They got the Imagineers involved,
like,
is what you're saying.
Yeah. So on to you, Disney. We see where their loyalties are.
That's kind of fucked up.
That deep oil.
Like, yeah, we're going to wreck the world, but at least it's going to look visually appealing while we do it.
Yeah, they're all going to look like Mickey Mouse.
They probably got a pump line going from there to here.
Or from California to Florida.
Yeah. I don't want to hear no bullshit. They be under us. Fucking watching you, Disney.
Maybe you're right.
I'd buy it.
Fucking A. And I Mutter's a clone.
I flew on Virgin, and you know how the planes have like the maps where you can track your flight.
Yes.
So I'm looking at the map, and the map looks like very where you can see the difference in the height and the depth.
Yeah, a topographical map.
There's a lot of the United States that looks like it is underwater from back in the day. It's you're like, I'm sliding through. I'm just noticing, like, there's a lot of places that look like I'm kind of afraid for Florida in a little bit. We're gonna be all underwater, man. Shit's about to go nuts. We losing land, y'all. They don't want us to know.
Disney's making offshore drilling.
Not like this. They coming. They coming for our land.
What's going on, Kelly? Jesus Christ.
Who's coming? Atlantis?
I'm Namor. I'm here for your land.
I'm Aquaman, but hold on, I gotta get in my bubble before I can talk to you.
I had a weekend full of wrestling, as always, but more so than normal, because there was NXT, the Royal Rumble, 2 New Japan shows, and the DDT Grand Prix finals. But let me tell you something. The best show of all wasn't even the show. Best moment of all was the end of Saturday's New Japan show. Or was it Sunday? Sunday's New Japan show. When we all discovered that love still is real in this fallen world. I saw the gayest thing I've ever seen in a wrestling ring, and it was also the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in a wrestling ring. When Cody, I was calling Cody Hall. Cody Rhodes turned on Kenny Omega and kicked him out of the Bullet Club. He was gonna beat him up more, and then Kenny was saved by his old friend Kota Ibushi.
His Japanese boyfriend, Kota Ibushi.
Japanese boyfriend, Kota Ibushi. Ex-boyfriend. But, you know, Kenny almost refused the help to stand up, and you see Kota put his hand out to him. And then if you notice, you see a single tear fall down his cheek.
Jesus Christ.
Then he helps Kenny to his feet. They hug in the middle of the ring as red streamers fall from the ceiling. Women screaming. Men weeping in the crowd. They cut to the commentators. One of them is wiping away tears with a handkerchief. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And I say that with no hyperbole. It was an amazing moment. Love still exists, you guys.
Still hope in this forever going underwater world.
There is. There really is.
Kevin Costner was right.
We're all going to have to grow gills and drink our pee. But as long as we have Kenny and Kota in our lives.
Yep, as long as we have them, there's still hope. They're so cute together, you guys.
You think Kenny's going to be in the Rumble?
Trying to think what else I did of note. I tried to fight a TV.
All right.
So I played VR. I put on a VR headset for the first time this weekend, and I was playing a game where you're like, you know, it's like an action game where you're supposed to like shoot and fight these dudes, and I went too far and I almost attacked my friend Nate's TV. And I punched it. I know I did that. And in the process of trying to stop me, my friend Joey also took a punch to the gut, too.
Jesus Christ.
VR's weird, you guys. I have to say, my favorite part of the whole VR experience was there's this one like bomb defusal game where you're just sitting down at a table.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
The best part was like on the table there's like manuals and shit to help you along, and there's the best part was just picking up these binders and manuals and throwing them across the room. Like, if there was just a game calling Throwing Stuff Simulator, I'd buy that. Because,
Like
guys,
that-
it's so fun to
flip
pick
the
things
table.
up and throw them, and it's not really anything, but you get all the joy of seeing something go flying across the room.
Yeah, at Anime NYC, they had that table flipping arcade game. Not VR, but
Lovely.
If you play a VR game that allows you to throw things across the room, I highly recommend you try it.
I mentioned Kelly on Saturday night, and he's like, "What'd you think of NXT Takeover?" And about an hour and a half later, he gets back to me. He says, "I didn't watch it. I'm hanging out with friends." I was like, "Fuck you, Kelly. I got friends."
I was punching TVs.
I got friends too.
That's probably what I was doing as you sent me that, actually, now that I think about it.
Probably.
I probably was trying to fight a television.
God, that's funny.
So yeah, also don't do it in tight spaces, because you might break something of your friends.
Yeah, that's a good. Like, we've known
I
that
feel like
since
all the damn apps always say, like, hey, Like remember the Wii was always
Yep.
big about like, hey, don't do this around your friends, you'll hurt somebody.
The Switch too. The Switch even
Well-
has those little wrist straps.
And you're like, calm down, Nintendo. Let me handle my fucking business.
Smash cut to me punching a TV and my friend.
I think it was one of the India shows we did. They had a VR booth, and Jose, I forget, did you get hit or did someone else in the booth get hit at one of those? I remember someone getting hit like in the balls or the gut or something.
There was the India show where the chick was swinging and almost caught me. I didn't get hit in the balls though.
It's
what I
nuts,
remember.
man.
Did I black out?
You gotta, you gotta keep your wits about you. Do they have a VR that blends? Like, I guess it would be. What's that shit where you could on your phone where you could have like BB-8 running through the
AR.
room? AR, yes. They need. Do they have AR games?
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
can
yeah, I'm sure they do.
you can see what's around you, but you're still having the VR experience.
There's like that horror game where the shit pops out of you out of nowhere. There's like one that comes with like a gun. You put your phone sideways on the gun, and that's kind of like your scope. And when you point the gun, it points at things, and you can shoot them and shit.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Man, remember in the 90s when VR was a joke? VR just meant lots of polygons.
See, I've still not seen the thing that makes me go, yeah, I got to get on some VR. Like, it's not there yet for me.
You gotta try throwing some shit. That's honestly what sold me on it.
Yeah, hell, maybe it's my fault. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong.
And how are those Pop-Tarts treating you, Kelly? I read your review.
Delicious. I have to say, I was blown away by the Cherry Jolly Rancher flavor. It legit just tastes like a Jolly Rancher. It's awesome.
It's nuts. Not a fan of the
Highly
Orange Crush,
recommended.
though, huh?
No, that one's shitty.
Which one's shitty?
Orange Crush.
That just sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not good.
Is it the one, does it have like the Pop Rocks in it?
I don't think it did.
Because I feel like they had the Orange Crush and then the A&W Root Beer Pop-Tarts. And when those came out, I thought I remembered the deal with those is they had Pop Rocks in them to simulate the soda
Really?
pop.
Maybe they did, and I just
Maybe
don't
I'm wrong.
remember it.
But in Kelly's review of the Royal Rumble, he called Bray Wyatt the Orange Crush Pop-Tart of people. And I silently thought to myself, I like Orange Crush Pop-Tarts. I've got a Bray Wyatt t-shirt in my closet. It's okay. Kelly hates Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I don't like Bray Wyatt like one bit.
But don't be bagging on Boots.
Classic Boots. So, Jose, Boots, I don't know if the feud is over or what, but Bray Wyatt's been feuding with Woken Matt Hardy. And I don't know how much you followed the Broken Matt Hardy shit in Impact.
So they're still there, huh? Good on them.
Yeah.
Are they?
Well, Jeff is currently injured, and they've turned Matt Hardy into his old, like, Impact character, but he's woken instead of broken.
Okay.
But back in Impact, they had this trope where when they were on the Hardys' compound, what was it, the Lake of Reincarnation?
Yeah.
Whenever you would get thrown into the Lake of Reincarnation, you would come back out as, like, one of your former gimmicks. So, like, they would throw
Get the fuck out of here.
They would throw
That's
Shane.
fucking hilarious.
They would throw Shane Helms into the lake, and he would come out as the Hurricane. Or
Get the fuck out of here.
Brother Nero
Yeah,
would
it
go
was
in there, and he
amazing.
would come back out
Fucking
as Willow.
great.
So I saw a theory that if Bray Wyatt and Woken Matt Hardy fight at the Hardy compound, that Bray Wyatt's going to get thrown into the Lake of Reincarnation and come out as Husky Harris.
Oh God, that'd be great.
Bring back Boots.
Boots.
Why is he called Boots?
Jose.
Because that's when he came out, he always wore like those big long cowboy boots. He was just a tubby dude in underwears and boots running around.
So Jose dubbed him
He became
Boots.
Boots when it was Boots, Ginger, and not the
Pacey.
Mahal.
Pacey. He called Justin Gabriel Pacey because he looked like Pacey from Dawson's Creek.
He kind of does.
And then Boots went away, but then he came back as Wyatt, as Boots Wyatt.
That's funny.
Just a little peek inside the mind of Jose.
It's always the Sears Tower.
You can call it the Willis Tower. You can change the name on the outside, but it'll always be the Sears Tower.
You take the Husky out of the Wyatt.
That's right.
But-
It'll always be Boots.
But you can't take them Husky out of the boots.
That's hilarious. Love it. All right, let's take a break, man.
Okay.
Pretty full. You got any voicemail, Knize?
I went to check while we were talking, but every time I went to Google Voice, it said it was going to bring me to Project Fi. So I don't think I'm signed in the correct...
Like something is wrong.
Yeah, so if I were to change my account right now, it would probably drop me off of the call. So we'll save
you
them.
know what? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should definitely call us though. 616-951-1POP or email us popcast@PanelsOnPages.com.
Maybe I'll check on the break. I'll drop off the call and change the change my account and see if there's any voicemails.
If we don't have one, call in and leave us one.
I don't know the number.
We got a number? Well, email your voicemail in.
God.
Every
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, we got a
Every
number.
week I say the number.
You do. We sure the fuck do.
That information is not for us, Lee. It is
I
for
said-
the listeners.
I've said it 410 times.
Yeah, but I don't need that information. I'm never going to call in.
He's like, I can only hold so much.
Oh, God
I mean, he's
damn
got a point.
it. Does he?
I'm sorry, Lee. I'd like to
It's
tease
okay.
you.
I'm used to it. It's all right. It's okay. It's no big deal.
Sounds like a battered wife.
The voicemail number is 616-951-1POP.
That's what it was.
Yes,
That's the
one
one.
pop. I was thinking it was two pop.
No, that's Biggie and Tupac.
Biggie and two pop.
Yeah. Yeah. Or email us popcast@PanelsOnPages.com. Until in the meantime, we're gonna take a break. I really gotta pee. And we'll be back in a minute. Enjoy this musical interlude. We'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.
Break.
Ripped Apparel is your one-stop shop for limited edition t-shirts featuring all the crap that you already like anyway. Every day you're going to see 3 new limited edition designs available only for 24 hours. That's just a single day. After that, they're gone forever. And best yet, if you want to check them out, buy a little something, they're going to throw a little kickback to us, your folks, your friends here at the Popcast. So go to PanelsOnPages.com, click that banner at the top of the page, or on the sidebar at pcn.panelsonpages.com, or you can just update your bookmark, check it out on your phone every single morning. That's what I do. Ripped, that's RIPT.panelsonpages.com. T-shirts start at just $10 and they'll kick us a little something every time, help us keep the lights on, help us keep the podcast going, help us keep the site up, and get you a pretty cool t-shirt, man. Cool swag, cool shirts, good people, good deals from your favorite podcast. So check it out. Ripped.panelsonpages.com. 24-hour limited edition t-shirts that are pretty damn awesome. Check it out. And now back to your regularly scheduled podcast.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Just making sure, because I can still see me on the Google Hangout, and then I also see me as Pop. So,
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure you could still hear me at least.
I do hear a pretty bad echo of me.
Still?
Yeah.
In and out.
It might just be on my end.
I don't know if that's Hangouts or if that's XSplit or if that's because of my new microphone. I have to admit, hearing me echoing in my ear is kind of awful. Not 100% happy with this situation right now. So you very well could be hearing you from me.
Oh, that would make sense.
That sounds deep. Really, aren't we all hearing ourselves from each other?
That's true.
Well, I'll have to keep working on that. So,
Okay.
I got up. I didn't get up super early today, but I went looking for pop news stories pretty early this afternoon, and I was able to find a whole 4 of them.
That's all right. We'll talk about those 4. Fuck it.
Yeah.
We'll do it live. Okay. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fuck it!
In 5, 4, 3.
This is the Pop Top 6-Pack of News for January 30th, 2018.
Fucking thing sucks!
And since there was only 4, I didn't even write headlines, so... Valiant has been acquired by entertainment company DMG, which already had a 57% stake in Valiant. DMG co-produced Looper and Iron Man 3, and I believe they are Chinese? A Chinese company?
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Because I think if you remember back to Iron Man 3... wasn't there a scene that they shot specifically for the Chinese audiences with like a Chinese doctor taking out Tony Stark's arc reactor or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now.
So, Valiant is 100% owned by DMG now. They have gotten rid of Dinesh, gotten rid of the whole basic, the corporate heads at Valiant.
Interesting.
And they're an entertainment company, so the reason is they want to heavily work on getting Valiant into movies and TV and such.
I mean,
Well, good luck to them.
yeah. Yeah, like there are some kind of cool, unique properties that would be cool. You know, they could make some neat movies, but
If
they
this
kind of
is
just cut the shit with this. Let's make a universe thing. Like,
Yeah.
But if it is indeed a Chinese company, DMG is, these guys could fuck around and turn Valiant into the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah.
No, that's as true as it gets.
Because a lot of people buying tickets in China. Not necessarily for Star Wars movies, but maybe for Valiant movies.
Yeah, who knows?
Man, you tell me there's an Archer and Armstrong movie, I'm there day one.
Yeah, no, I'm in.
I'm all over that. That'd be so fucking fun. Yeah, no problem.
Ninjak movie. That sounds rad as fuck.
Fuck yeah, Ninjak movie. I'll even go Exo Manowar. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm crazy like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll watch Iron Man Conan.
Damn right. So yeah, there's definitely meat on that bone for sure. Like, hell yeah. But
as an entertainment company
let's make
themselves,
a movie first. Let's make a cool movie.
But being that they're an entertainment company, I believe it's similar to Warner Brothers owning DC and Marvel Studios making their own movies. So it could be a very good thing.
Yeah, well,
I hope Dinesh
did dick with DC for fucking decades.
Sure, but you get my point.
Yeah.
I hope Dinesh got a nice check out of this. Because if it weren't for him,
that was a real passion project for that dude.
Yeah, nobody would give a fuck about Valiant if Dinesh hadn't come in.
So it makes me wonder what happened there. Like, maybe they just rolled up with a fucking dump truck full of money.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what happened.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. What else we got?
Ant-Man and Wasp trailer. You guys watch this yet?
I did not. I was actually hoping that we'd watch it tonight.
I didn't know this was a thing.
Oh, look at that. I will put this in the chat. Right, meow.
Fucking A.
When does this come out?
Today.
Like
all right.
June or July. Like, it's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah. Summer. Okay, this is a UK trailer, so I don't know if this is different than the one I watched today.
Okay, we'll watch it.
So it's basically trash and doesn't matter.
I
saw some bullshit headline that I didn't click on because fuck these people. That had like an image of Ant-Man and the Wasp when they released the stills last week, and it was like something to the effect of, first photos show up of Ant-Man and the Wasp to diminishing returns. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? They look like they did in the other movies, you pricks. Like, what do you think they were going to do? Is this one of those fucking 50 Easter eggs that didn't go anywhere? No, I'm fucking in. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
I got it ready. Go.
Jose, are you even there?
I think Jose fell.
Jose, are you? Yeah, he's still on mute. Is he there? But he's been talking this entire time and doesn't know he's on mute.
That's a possibility.
Or maybe he nodded off.
He hasn't. Well, you know what? He claims that he doesn't want to see trailers until they're on the big screen anyhow. So let's watch it without him.
There you go. All right, let's do it.
Lee, count it off.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I just have one question. When Cap needed help, if I'd asked you, would you have come?
I guess we'll never know.
Oh, damn.
But if you had, you'd have never been caught.
Huh.
I do some dumb things.
Oh.
I love the most. They pay the price.
Thanks to you, we had to run.
That's fucking cool!
That's a great bit. But everything is fucked up in that building now.
Oh, that's so good.
Larry Fishburne.
Oh, shit.
That's a cool shot.
Maybe you just need someone watching your back. Like a partner.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so cool.
Gave her wings and blasters. So I take it you didn't have that tech available for me.
No, I did.
Giant Hello Kitty Pez dispenser.
Oh, I love it.
That's goofy.
It looks like they're leaning way more into what made the first one fun.
Oh, I love it. Oh boy, that looks like fun, gang.
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks so great.
And it comes out.
I fucking love that Ant-Man movie, you guys.
It comes out after Infinity War, and it takes place before Infinity War, post Civil War, obviously.
Oh, like for sure, definitely before Infinity War?
I believe so, because things seem pretty chill. They don't seem like the world's been taken over by Thanos. I don't know.
Well, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Avengers 4 is no longer Infinity War Part 2. Is that right?
They've never given us a name for it, which makes me believe that the name of Avengers 4 would spoil Infinity War.
Probably.
Like there's something in the name, but it's still supposed to come out next year, right? Or
yeah, I think
2020.
They may have even wrapped shooting, or they're shooting in something.
Yeah, I feel like it's supposed to come out May 3rd, 2019. So I feel like they're keeping it very close to their vest, and they'll reveal what the name of it is at the end of Infinity War.
Yeah, but there
will be a trailer.
Like for the longest time, it was like, yes, Avengers 3 and 4 is a big 2-part story, but then I thought maybe that changed.
No, it's still a 2-part story, I believe. Just because Justice League decided that they couldn't do a 2-parter, I still very much believe this is still a 2-part story. It might be called Avengers Infinity Gauntlet, and they're just holding off.
Right. It's only a possibility.
All
but
right,
also,
maybe not. I don't know. Got a CBR article here. When does Ant-Man and the Wasp take place?
19 times Ant-Man and the Wasp might take place. Number 4, 1933.
Number 2, 1969. Nice.
I do just like the little thing, just seeing the consequences of Civil War, like him having to wear an ankle bracelet and shit. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just
July 6th.
tie the world together.
July 6th.
Let us know you give a shit. Unlike, I don't know, DC Warner Brothers. Hypothetically speaking.
I can't find a clear fucking answer in this article.
Because they don't know.
It's just going in circles.
We like to make shit up to make you stay on the page longer so it looks good for advertisers.
That's my theory, though, is that it takes place after Civil War, before Infinity War. So they had
What is it good for?
They had the Black Panther premiere last night. Did you guys see any pictures from this?
Yeah, looks like everyone's having a really good time being there.
Looked like a straight-up coming to America party.
Straight the fuck up. Yep.
And the first reactions call Marvel's Black Panther iconic and astonishing.
I'm so excited, you guys.
I've seen one recurring takeaway from Black Panther is that Michael B. Jordan is the best villain since Loki. Which is funny, because when me and Mary were in Target, we were in the toy section, and they had the Eric Killmonger action figure, the Marvel Legend, and it's just Black Panther with gold accents.
Yeah, right. I do not like the design.
And I was like, Marvel has been accused of having weak villains for a decade now, and villains that are just basically the polar opposite of the hero. And I don't think I've seen one that is so much
blatant
a copy. Yeah, like
and
it
also,
looks like gold Black Panther.
The best villain since Loki. Did we forget about Vulture?
I think Loki is still.
Boy, he was great.
He was great. I think Loki though is still up on a pedestal as like an all-time great. Vulture's still pretty damn good. Did we also forget about Purple Man?
Yeah.
You did? You forgot about him?
Well, I'm just saying, ultimately, people did. And Vulture came after.
Sure.
And also, Whiplash. Because, he wants his bird.
Oh, God, he wants his bird.
I want my bird.
Oh, he wants his bird so much.
This not my bird.
I want my bird.
He says this isn't his bird. This isn't his bird. You want your bird? You want your bird? I want my robots.
I don't understand people that don't like that movie.
No, it's so good. Sam Rockwell is a fucking delight.
And just like that, we are on our final story of the week. Avengers 4 or Captain Marvel set photos, who knows, reveal Brie Larson in her Captain Marvel uniform. A Captain Marvel uniform, because it is noticeably green, not red. So theory being that it's it's her first Captain Marvel costume that she gets from Marvel.
Yeah, it's a Kree uniform.
It's the Kree uniform, exactly. She looks
great.
It's
a prototype suit. I really like it.
Yeah, it's 100%. Definitely fucking. It's a Marvel's uniform, basically.
She's such a ray of sunshine.
She's delightful.
I like that it's a little baggy. It's not skin tight on her.
Well, I mean, those also might be stunt pants too.
Stunt pants.
Girl, you got some stunt pants.
Well, I like if they are indeed not stunt pants. I like the idea that the uniform's a little bit baggy, kind of like a flight suit almost. Yeah. It doesn't.
I remember, like they have those scenes of Chris Evans on the set of Captain America with like the giant Hulk hands feet.
Right. Or when he was in Age of Ultron, when he had the ab panels taken off, so he's just got his belly hanging out.
Right, yeah. Movie magic, gang.
Man, I still really hate the Captain America costume from the first Avengers movie. It just looks like jammies.
It has not aged as well.
Well, because the thing was, it looked way shittier than than the Captain America movie costume.
Yeah, it hasn't aged as well as some of the other ones, for sure.
I feel like it works in context, because I don't know if Coulson was in charge of it, but it very much seems like they made him a new costume by committee without consulting him.
Yeah, sure.
And they were like, yeah, we'll make this super bright colored and just sleek and cartoony. People will love it.
I could see that.
And they even kind of allude. They have the line where Coulson's like, "Yeah, I know it's kind of old fashioned or whatever." Cap's like, "Maybe people need a little old fashioned."
Like they knew what was up.
I agree that it's definitely a little cartoony, but I think it works in context.
See, I don't even think it's the cartooniness that bothers me. It's like the material. It just looks like he's wearing pajamas,
like a Captain America onesie.
Yeah, it is really soft.
Yeah.
But then he goes and he grabs his old costume in Winter Soldier.
Yeah, and it looks a lot better.
A lot more.
You, Kelly, wink.
A lot more tactical.
He's like, I'm not going to bed anymore.
Which is funny because he woke up from a nap. Jose just messaged us, got stuck in a poo that I started a couple states ago.
Oh, God.
Well, we're done with the
dogging
news.
this whole show.
We're done with the news already, Jose. So good job. Great work.
Nailed it.
Oh, hey, it's here. Are you pooping right now?
No.
We watched the Ant-Man and Wasp trailer without you because you've...
Oh, I'll wait for the theater.
Yeah, we'll see it before Black Panther, I'm sure. How
Black
nuts
Panther's
is
in
it?
like 3 weeks.
How nuts is it that we haven't seen a Solo trailer yet, you guys?
For like Solo, the character?
Yeah, Han Solo.
Oh, I don't give. I thought you meant the green guy.
No.
Oh, that's right, because they're making a fucking Solo movie.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out Memorial Day weekend.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, we could see a trailer during the Super Bowl, maybe? If not then, hopefully Black Panther? If not then, maybe they need to push it back to December?
Oh, my. All right.
Why isn't it coming out December?
That's a good question.
They set that precedent. We're just gonna have Star Wars movies in December, and then they're like,
"You're right."
Well,
and they're like, "Fuck you guys! This one's Memorial Day."
I forget if it was
Rogue One come out.
Rogue One came out in December, but I forget if it was Rogue One or Last Jedi that was supposed to come out in May, and they pushed it back to December.
Just you fucking guys are doing December. Just do December.
Man's got a point.
Star Wars is
In
December.
fact, you should do December here, fucks.
And there's a lot of that comes out 3 weeks after Infinity War, and a week after Deadpool 2.
Oh my God, that's right.
Or a week before, I forget. Deadpool 2 moved. So,
I totally keep forgetting about Deadpool 2 as well.
Yeah, no, I do too.
I feel like Deadpool 2 needs another trailer sometime soon.
Yeah.
We need to see some more Cable, you guys.
Have we seen any Cable, really?
Just his hand, and maybe his... I forget if they showed, like, his eye.
Was there a trailer for it?
Yes! Because
really?
They had the Bob Ross bit, where he had the afro wig.
You know, I don't think I ever watched that. No.
I know for a fucking fact I didn't.
Yeah.
You guys want to watch that?
Fuck it. I can watch the Deadpool trailer.
Let me pull it up.
When did this come out? Because I have no recollection of this.
This came out either when we were in it came out in December because it was when we were up there for one of the shows.
Okay, see, what happens is when we don't do this show, Lee and I just don't pay attention to anything.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
I mean, that's not too far off.
Like, we'll pay attention to like our dumb Power Rangers and Kamen Rider shit and talk about that, but like anything people actually care about, no.
Yeah, no. Like, I'm busy. I got Zelda to play, and I got kids and shit. I can't be watching all these trailers. Yeah, so fuck it. Let's watch this Deadpool thing.
Jose, why is your profile picture on Facebook you falling off a bike?
Yeah, where's that story?
Well,
I fell off a bike.
I went to jump a curb. The guy in front of me jumped the curb. There was a crowd of people that were unloading a truck, a van, or whatever. And I went to jump the curb as well, but I leaned forward too much, and my book bag was too top heavy, so I didn't make the curb.
Man, you're damn near 40. You can't be doing that.
And who decided to take a picture of you falling down?
The picture wasn't supposed to be of us falling down. The picture was us
jumping
in a jauntly bike ride together.
I love
that turned into. I
love
Jose's
the blonde chick.
down.
I love the blonde chick watching you fall. Just in her head, she's just thinking, "Dick." She's thinking in her head, "You're damn near 40."
Hammered it.
Hammered it. All right, so we ready?
Yeah, we can get off. Ready?
Ready.
We're going 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh yeah, and I have never seen this.
Nope. About a minute of it.
I thought we all watched it together.
Welcome back.
No, you and I watched it together.
Let's just dive right in and run all the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint on.
What the fuck?
Regular old canvas here, wet and ready to go. Now, let's grab our...
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, this is exactly what a Deadpool movie trailer should be.
Slap the devil out of it.
A little dab or yellow snow here. Mix that.
Red did.
Now, let's just dance in a happy little sky. Now remember, this is your world. You get to make and break the rules here. Sweet baby Jesus. Wish I could jump in there and roll around and all that cascading white powder. Yeah, just get high on all the surrender. God, I love cocaine. Holy fuck knuckles, I am high as a kite right now. Let's paint in a few little happy trees there. Nothing wrong with making friends with trees. You know what you don't want to do is eat these paints. Trust me on this one. All right, I'm gonna whack off again. Feels good.
That's funny.
Would you look at it? Seems like we have ourselves a finished painting. So from our family to yours, keep your pants dry, your dreams wet.
What's the upper right corner?
Stuff drugs.
Cable hand.
What was I looking for in the upper right corner?
It's the of the painting. The upper right corner of the painting he painted was a painting of Stanley.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's funny. That's gonna be fun.
I haven't watched that first one back in a little while. I need to do that.
Last time I watched it was on a plane, and fucking man, it holds up.
I'm surprised that shit isn't on FX by now.
Oh, they have the movies.
They do. They certainly do.
All them movies. So yeah, that's it, man. Good news, man. Let's talk about comics. Get the fuck out of here.
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn the page, you have to wash your hands.
All right, so they're doing pretty good stuff in this Thor book, man.
Oh, Thor's been incredible.
Thor is fucking good, and
it's been consistently good for a long time now.
Yeah, and it's one of those I think it's just so consistently good that people don't talk about how good it is anymore.
Yeah.
But man, this like they made me give a fuck about the Mangog.
Yeah.
Which that's hard. Because I don't give a fuck about the Mangog. Like, and he doesn't even look stupid as shit. Which the Mangog by design looks stupid as shit. But Darman's able to pull it off and make it look like somebody that is like scary. And I kind of maybe for the first time ever kind of get what he's all about. It's really, really good. And I like the notion that, hey, if you quit fucking around, do your chemo, and if you turn into Thor again, you probably can never change back, which is kind of interesting. Because at some point it's like, why would she want to? Which I think it's gonna be kind of interesting watching them explore that. It's kind of
yeah.
Cool. So yeah, it's good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Having a hard time, like a real hard time, giving half a shit about this Avengers story. This no surrender business.
Because they're basically just centurying you again, right?
It really kind of seems that way. Like they in the Wade book, the Wade and company, because the art's been different, but like they showed like Avenger X or some shit like that in a box. Like, so they've been playing the seed for a while, but basically the hook of it is that the Black Order and the Lethal Legion have showed up on Earth, and they're fighting each other because the Grandmaster and somebody we don't know yet is pitting them against each other. And like some Avengers have been frozen, some have not, and like whatever they did snapped Voyager, I think she's called, out of her weird little hypersleep where she was like between realities or some shit. I don't know. Like, it's just like, it's kind of boring. Like, it's just hard to give a shit when they're just trying real hard. They're trying really, really hard to make me give a shit, and I just don't know that I can. But it is Avengers fighting bad guys, and I do like that.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Instead of fighting X-Men or other Avengers.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, I don't make it sound like the bar is kind of low, but you know, it's you guys fighting a bunch of bad guys. That's cool. That's why I like superhero comics. So I mean,
it's what brought me to the dance.
Yeah, there is that part of it that I'm like, oh, I do like that's happening. Like, that's kind of fun.
It's kind of like being surprised that the Royal Rumble was good.
Right.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
It's something that should be a slam dunk,
right?
But they have a hard ass time doing it.
Yeah. So you know, they get some mileage from that, but like I think this thing's supposed to be something like 12 parts or something, and that's
it's
long,
like 4 months long.
Yeah, because they basically took all the Avengers titles, stopped publishing them, and just made them Avengers. Which, you know, fine, but I'm gonna need them to pick this fucking thing up at some point and move it along, because it's not great. Let's see what else. Let's see. So I really like Doomsday Clock.
Oh, Doomsday Clock is great.
Like, I really, really like it. Like, and boy, did I not understand why they were doing this, because who wants this? But turns I kind of want this. It's cool. It's really good. I know I saw a big stink about, like, you know, how they're making it bi-monthly now. And then one that followed, like, here's why Doomsday Clock is going to be bi-monthly. You know, I wanted to click the article. Well, I'll tell you why. Have you fucking looked at it?
Yeah,
Have you looked at
beautiful.
It? That's why it's bi-monthly. Because Gary Frank cannot be expected to do this every month. That's an unreasonable expectation. And I'd rather him do it every 2 months than ever have a fill-in artist. Like,
yeah.
I don't want that at all. We finally got to see fucking Homeboy shoot a guy with an invisible gun. That
That scene was so good.
That was so fucking rad. Batman and Rorschach stuff was really good. Really sad the way it ended. And I thought for a minute when he pulled his mask off that he was going to be the kid at the newsstand.
That's what I thought they were going to do too.
But I guess he's just like a cab driver, which is fine. You know, like it's just as good as he's just some dude that got broken. But I thought for a minute it was going to be that guy, that kid. Which was
I
cool.
thought for sure that was what they were doing too.
This is definitely not the Rebirth DCU, like, at all.
Okay, I found out what's going on with that.
All right, let's have it.
It's a year in the future. And every other book is working towards that year from now.
Okay.
So that's what's going on, why things don't feel completely right.
Okay. All right.
That's interesting.
So
Giving
in
them, you gotta get to go do it.
And there's some stuff like in Detective. They're sowing the seeds of people kind of not being on board with Batman's little sticker police force.
Yeah, and in this also explains in the next year or so we'll see Luthor kind of completely go off the deep end and be evil again.
Okay. All right. I can accept. I can totally accept that. Oh, god damn, guys. Jesus.
Jan?
Fucking Jan.
What?
I don't even know. Sorry. That's super inside baseball. Sorry about that. That's great. And last thing, two things we'll talk about: Lost Light 13, Transformers Lost Light. I think they might be about to undead someone, which made me very happy because I was really sad when he died. But regardless, what definitely happened is Fort Max and Red Alert and all the guys that were on Luna 2 show up on Necro World and just clean house. So half is that. The other half is the crew of the Lost Light, like stuck in a tiny ship, like in kind of close quarters. And, various mysteries are happening and hijinks and like Swerve and Anoda are in a prank war. It's fun and it's sad and it's, oh man, it is exactly what I want out of all this nonsense. So I'm glad they're all coming back. But I think if not this issue, then maybe one later, we're getting the Scavengers again. And I fucking love the Scavengers so much. Love those guys. Have you gotten to Scavenger stuff yet, Kelly?
I don't think so.
Oh, the Scavengers are the best. They're like the worst Decepticons, like the shittiest Decepticons. And in their first adventure, they're trying to they're reconciling whether or not the war is actually over or not. Because pretty early on in More Than Meets the Eye, so kind of right after Dark Cybertron. No, not Dark Cybertron. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Because I think I just read Dark Cybertron. That was what the last hardcover was.
No, definitely. No, then you've read that then because they were early on. They're the ones that found Grimlock in a spaceship.
Oh, those guys. Okay,
those guys. Yeah, those dudes. Yeah. So they've only come up like every once in a while, and every time they do, it's fucking gold. And I think we're gonna get them again in the next couple months. That makes me very happy. Like I want those dudes to have a book. It's fun. And then last thing is Imaginary Fiends from Vertigo. It's Tim Seeley writing it. Oh shit, the artist escapes me. I'll look it up. Art by Stephen Molnar, I think's his name. Yeah. And it's pretty cool. Starts kind of in the past. This girl comes stumbling out of the woods and she's bleeding that she's been stabbed a whole bunch of times. And the short version is the girl's imaginary friend made the other kid do it. And so the FBI has this kind of bureau. It's kind of very BPRD-esque. Where they know that these things they're extra. They call them extra dimensional parasites. Is what they are. It's like they're here. Only some people can see them, and they feed off of fear and emotions. And so he goes and he pulls the girl that was accused of trying to murder the other girl. This agent comes and finds her, pulls her out of the mental institution she's in, and says, "Yeah, we need you to help out in some of these weird cases, but it only works if we can get your imaginary friend lady to come help us do things." So she's called like Polly Pickpocket or some shit like that. Some really cute name, but she has a horrible, terrifying spider monster. It's really cool. Like I like it quite a lot. Like it's neat artwork. The characters are really cool. The designs on the imaginary friend monsters are fucking neat. Like it's really, really rad. And issue 3 just came out, so it's definitely easy to catch up and get back on board. It's good stuff. I would definitely recommend it. Yeah, what you got, Kelly?
The only thing I got that's really worth talking about is I reread Vision, and it's still fucking incredible.
Yeah, I got to get that hardcover.
Yeah, the hardcover is so good. There's so much extra stuff in there.
I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it.
Like it's one of the best comics I've ever read, without question.
Yeah, a book about robots should not be that goddamn emotional.
And it just gets better upon reread. And when you're reading it in just kind of one or two sittings, each issue is just a bigger gut punch with each time. God, it's so good.
I like it. I like when you can see tell what they're doing. They're laying the groundwork ahead of time. Like I ended up working from home last week for a bit, so I watched some of The Good Place season 1 on Netflix.
Okay,
and boy, Like they were laying the groundwork for that twist at the very beginning. Like if you know you're looking for it, all the signs are there. Like it's genius. Like it's fucking rad. So, yeah, I like when that works out.
Yeah, and I haven't read it yet, but I picked it up today. The trade of Tom King's Omega Men.
Oh, I didn't know he did Omega Men.
I missed out on that when they first did it in the New 52 stuff, but I heard it was great.
All right, see, that's one of those things. Like I don't give a fuck about the Omega Men, but at this point, I'll kind of read anything he writes.
Yeah, he kind of did that before he really broke out.
Huh. All right. Yeah, I'll check that out. Fuck it. See if I won't. I will.
Yeah, because I remember I read the first issue when it came out, and I didn't like it because I had no idea what the hell was going on, because that was in the clusterfuck of Convergence when they were doing those 6-issue like preview stories in the backs of some of those books.
Oh, maybe I won't read it then. I don't give a fuck about that period.
Well, the thing is, it's the 6-issue. The 6-page preview story was actually very important to it and made everything make sense, apparently.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't find the issue that was a part of, so I was just like, well, fuck it, I'm not going to read this. And that was back when I didn't really know who Tom King was beyond, like, Grayson, so I wasn't really going to give him the benefit of the doubt at that point. But that actually can segue into something else I read. I read the first volume of Dan Jurgens' run on Batman Beyond. And that was pretty good. But man, it really illustrated how much of a tailspin DC was in for a minute there. Because like that comes hot off the heels of Future's End.
Okay, yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Deals with the fallout of that kind of stuff, and it's just like... So Future's End was the shitty bi-weekly book, or maybe it was weekly. I think it was weekly book that led into Convergence, which also you had to read. So to get Convergence fully, you needed to read New 52 Future's End, Earth 2 World's End, and Superman Doomed. And then with Convergence, they had the entire line take 2 months off while they filled out their line with all these shitty 2-part fill-in miniseries.
I do vaguely remember that. My God, this seems like so long ago now.
I know, right? And it was only like 2.5 years ago, I think.
Wow. Okay.
And like, sure, there is some buried treasure in that. Like the Shazam mini was awesome, and the Superman mini was awesome. But like most of it was just terrible. The main Convergence book was written by a dude that had never written a comic before.
I do remember that.
Juggle all this shit. And that was when God, DC fucking sucked. And now they're killing it. Like, props to them. And it kind of illustrates Marvel can turn things around.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I think, gross error in judgment and becoming a fake Asian person aside, I think CB has got a pretty good head on his shoulders and could definitely make something good. Like, they got to get that Axel stank off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think we're talking about Knize?
I have actually started reading an actual honest-to-goodness book.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow. I will not.
No pictures or
media?
Physical media. I have it sitting next to my toilet with a bookmark in it right now. For Christmas, I asked for the Jenna Fisher book, The Actor's Life, a survival guide. Jenna Fisher, who was Pam on The Office. I love her. So I wanted to read her book. It's a part biography, part like how to survive as an actor. That part doesn't really apply, but every time I go down and sit on the toilet, I've read about a chapter, and it's really good and conversational, and
right on.
I love Pam, so
she is delightful. She's good. Well, I am proud of you for reading yourself a book.
Look at me go, reading a book.
Look at you go. I don't know why that should amaze me, but like, I so rarely read regular books.
Yeah, I haven't read an actual book in decades, probably.
Should take a bit, but I read funny books all the goddamn time. So I read every day, just not but there's just so many pictures. That's all.
I haven't even read a comic book in forever, so I'm surprised I could still read.
Look at you go! And you had to relearn how to do it.
Yeah. Up until I started reading this book, all I could read were CBR top 10 lists. And thank God they did videos.
That's fucking funny.
What
you got, Jose?
Don't jump a curb with a heavy book bag.
Words of wisdom.
Be careful who you let make your drink. Some people have heavy hands.
Well, I mean,
heavy
yes.
forward.
And it just in general.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Don't get raped.
Let's wrap this thing up, man.
Jan.
Let's land this plane. So come back next week. We'll do it all over again at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. For Jason Knize, Jose Guzman,
holy shit,
Kelly Harris, I'm the Lord Reverend Leo Rodriguez, and we'll talk to you fools next week. Email us, podcast@PanelsOnPages.com, or leave us a voicemail by calling 616-951.
One pop. There we go.
One pop. What's that number, Jose?
5961 pop.
Elemental P.
Close enough. We'll talk to you guys next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo! Boo!